It's Tuesday night, and I apologise to absolutely nobody that I'm interrupting the Champions League and the Championship, because this is the Super League and this is the preliminary final. One game and one game only tonight, and it is the essentially the semi-final for the right to play Badgers on Thursday night. It is Vikings and it is East Coast, and that also means it is my penultimate show at the helm of the Super League. I can hear the tears emanating through the live chat already. Yes, fear not, everyone. My reign of terror is nearly over. So as I say, the one game tonight, Vikings v Coast. Oh, this will be the last time I'm on my own as well, because final means that the manager should be on. So we'll see. We should see Tato if he can make it. I know that he's taken a leave of absence from visual appearances on shows for the last couple of months, but hopefully he'll be able to make it for the final, and then hopefully we will get Dimble or Jens as well. Let's crack straight on. We don't need to mess about too long. Good evening, everyone. I can see you all popping up in the chat. So we go with Coast first, and the big news for them: Zayaleas unavailable. Huge loss for Coast. Sorry, excuse me. I'm not long back from training and I haven't eaten yet, so I need to eat and I need to drink. Uliano plays. He is a yellow card away from missing the potential final. Here is how Coast line up. It is exactly the same as their last game, with the exception of Michelini back in that central DM role in place of the unavailable Zay Roberto. A reminder of tonight's rules. Max free foreign players, golden goal, extra time if scores are level after 90, penalty shootout if scores remain level, 5 subs named, maximum 3 used. And in the past, Coast have had much the better of it, winning 3 of the 4 games against tonight's opposition in this iteration, and only once has both teams scored. 3 of the 4 games have been won by the home side, however, and that reads well for the opposition. That is Vikings, who start all 4 players who risk missing the final if they get a yellow card. Cafu leads the side out. Lassisi's in there. Jeremy's in there. Henri is in there. It is just about as strong as the Vikings can go. Interesting. Nedved is that choice. It's normally the centre midfielders that move around, and Nedved is the one who's been dropped to the bench for this one. No shafting from the game engine, says Tato. I wouldn't be Super League without shafting from the game engine. Let me know who you think is going to make it. Let's get some score predictions. Will it be 90? Will it be extra time? Could it be pens? I stuck a poll out a little earlier this evening, and 57% have backed Coast, while 43% have backed Vikings. When you consider the two polls for the other night, this one is much, much closer. Duggan saying reminiscent of when Jens lost Cannavaro and Klompe for the final a few seasons back. Yes, it does. Oh, and a little stat for you. Statman Swan has been at it. Did you know this will be the first season since season 10 where a former champion isn't in the grand final? There we go. Swanee knows his stuff. Alex can't pick this one. Ian says, yeah, definitely not hoping for injuries and suspensions, Tato? Let's get on with the game. That's what you're all here for, and you want to get back to the other football. I know. Here we go. Best of luck to both. We'll play the first half on very fast and then see what we want to do in the second. It's Vikings with the early pressure. Here come Costa and Bergstrom. What a goal for the unfancied winger. He has scored on 13 minutes to give East Coast the lead. And they're coming forward looking for a second, the away team, and nearly get it through the same outlet. Bergstrom is running riot at the moment. Vikings starting to come forward themselves. Omri puts one wide. And nearly level before half-time. And that one's gone over the bar. So many chances wasted just before the break for Vikings. The whistle goes, and it is 1-0 to East Coast. 5 attempts for the home side, but only 2 on target. They need to rectify that. 4 from 4 for the away team. Only 1 converted. Tackle percentages, both are very, very low. I think both managers might be concerned by that stat. Looking at the home team first then. Shiotis, the only player rating an 8. All the defensive players rating 6s and the more attacking players rating 7s. No one thus far in the book. Just looking at the conditions, nobody below 90. Jens asking how he lost all his momentum right before the playoffs and goes as is till 60. As for Coast, no yellow cards for them either. Bergstrom is on an 8, as is Shevchenko, as is Vrede, and Taibi in goal. As Duggan says, made some massive saves in there. Only 2 players, Hussein and Ronaldinho, rating a 6. And no changes for Dimble yet either. So we carry on to the hour mark. Alex saying that Paredes is playing well. To the hour we go. And almost straight for a kickoff. Oh, Iuliano gets his first of the season. And is that it? Is that game, set, and match for the away team? And there's a yellow card. I think that was for Lasisi. And there's another yellow card. And we stop on the hour. Yes, Lasisi is in the books. With Vikings turn this round, that is 1 player down. But they are 2 goals down with half an hour to save their season. Lasisi dropping his rating to a 5 alongside that yellow card. Jeremy's not turning up on the big occasion. He's rating a 6. You've got Rio Ferdinand not turning up on the big occasion. You've got Thierry Henry not turning up on the big occasion. Do we see Nedved? Do we see Tomadira? Can Jens find a way back into this game? While he makes the all-important decisions, let's go over to Coast. Vrede is the player in the book. He wasn't in danger from memory. Everyone rating 7 or higher. Big first goal of the season for Uliano. Could have just sent his team to the grand final. And I'm presuming... Have I missed a Leicester goal? As I've just seen Leicester back at the top of the table? Have Leicester scored? Someone tell me what's going on, please. Right, Jens has acted. And he has acted decisively. So, Lasisi for Nedved. 3 AMCs. Brozek right. Okay, right, hang on. Arrow on the left and right. Emerson Central. Central. Rio Central. We're going like this for the Vikings. Dimble, content with what he's seen. He's going as is. That is what he's asked for, isn't it? Nedved left. Sokoviak central. Brozek on the right. Yeah, arrows on the left and right. Emerson and Rio central. Lovely. I believe that is it. As it's the only game of the night, let's slow it down for half an hour, see if Vikings can get themselves back into this. Thierry Henry with a header. Fails to score. Ronaldinho coming forward. They get a free kick. Vrede, Kovalchuk, Ronaldinho. Toby with a save. Offside. Baumer now on the left. Zanetti's over. He gets a card. Leicester still losing. Thanks, Alex. Hussein comes forward. Good save from Shiotis. Free kick. Skoviak. Brozek. Ferdinand. Cafu. Oh, it's off the bar. And Barry Ferguson clears it. 20 to go. Baumer. Sokoviak. Emerson. Brozek. Oh, he's so close. He's hit the bar as well. It's just not going to be Vikings night, is it? Jeremies. Ferdinand. Jeremies again. They get a free kick. 15 to go now. Baumer. Ronaldinho in the way. Skoviak. Paredes. Nedved. Brozek up. Yeah, Brozek. There's one. It is not over yet. There is 10 to play. And there is only one in it. Can they get an equaliser? Paredes. Nedved. Hussein intercepts, but Jeremies picks it up again. He's fouled. Skoviak deflects off the wall. Juliano clears. Into the final 5. Cafu, Paredes. Zanetti in the way. 3 minutes are being added on. Zanetti, Kovalchuk. Skoviak in the way. Bergstrom now. Shevchenko! Off the post into injury time. Hussein, Kovalchuk. Emerson's there. Nedved picks it up. Henry! Henry goes down. Free kick. One last chance maybe. But Coast on the counter. Ronaldinho's booked. There's the final whistle. East Coast have made the grand final at the expense of Vikings. Vikings who were so good all season and have just not turned up in these playoffs. It's such a shame for Jens. I was so sure it was going to be his year. But it means we've got a former Steerco final of Dimble versus Tato. One of the former streamers is taking the star. I mean, it was fairly equal throughout. I mean, look at this. Tackle percentages, again, is a concern for both managers there. But East Coast have done a job. They did it in the first half, but my word, were they made to work for it in that second. Looking at the ratings, I mean, it did improve and improve massively for Vikings, but it just wasn't enough. They just couldn't put it away. You look at some of the Henry, 3 opportunities, only 1 on target. Brozek scored with his only 1 on target, but he wasted a couple as well. looking at Coast. Bergstrom picks up man of the match. He has turned into an absolutely mammoth player for East Coast at the end of the season. Congratulations to Dimble. He will be in Thursday's final alongside Tato. Thank you for joining me tonight. And I will see you again 9:30 on Thursday, hopefully with Dimble and with Tato as we crown the season 15 winner. Good night.